Check, check. Mic check. Hey, we need to just restart real quick. Y'all don't go nowhere. We gotta restart the stream. We'll be right back. When I say don't go nowhere, I really mean don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Just give us 2 seconds. Refresh. We'll be right back on live.
Are we on? Do we? Are we back?
Back.
We are back. Can you guys hear Mr. Fresh? Just want to make sure that the mic works okay. It still says BRB on the. Well, give me a sec to catch up.
Oh yeah, it's still a 30-second delay, so I don't know if they know we've been live.
Yay! Can you guys hear Mr. Fresh? Mr. Fresh, let the people hear you.
Yo, what's going on, people?
I'm waiting for there's a delay, so I'm waiting for them to catch up so I can hear. Hey, yo, Mr. Fresh. Hey, can you guys We hear you? All right. So it sounds like they hear us. We got Mr. Fresh in the building. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. We got to figure it out, though. Everybody give dubs in chat to George.
I mean,
Figuring it out, fixing it.
Thank you. I'll take dubs.
They thought one of the Avengers took the day off. Nah, he's here.
I'm here. Mr. Fresh, dude, how's it going today?
Guess we got a minute or two of dude shit before. Is she in?
We got a couple minutes.
No, I think she just joined.
Yeah, I just texted her and told her. We do have a few moments though. I just want to say, yeah, it's looking rough for y'all, bro.
Oh yeah, no, we're playing like how we should be playing. We're back to form. Hey, I got a little too much of myself. Number one in the NFL for a week. I was like, this does not feel good.
I'm happy that y'all got the good play out whenever it was just y'all, because when Pittsburgh comes out to LA, I don't want it to be no shit. You feel me?
Watch that. Because you said that. Watch it be the one game now we win going forward.
No, I mean y'all don't got y'all starting or second string running back, so
or might be first 8 offensive linemen.
Yeah, so I mean, and y'all better have your offensive line together by the time we come to town, because
it's okay. I'm sliding the refs right now a check for $150,000.
Okay.
So I remember George's co-host Nick got real mad at me because I kept talking about how the refs are paid. He's like, bro, why do you keep bringing it up? I just need to know how much I need to give them.
I mean, listen. If it make you feel any better, for the small fee of $40,000, me and Kyron will put on a Steeler and Ram jersey, and we could go, or a Charger jersey, and we could go back to back for 4 quarters. You know what I mean?
Go back to back for 4 quarters.
We could just tackle each other for 4 quarters for $40,000. Like, I mean, 150. Why waste your money? You know?
Why waste your money? Help out a local family.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it was our bye week, but we still won our bye week, which was phenomenal.
How do you win your bye week?
Because everybody in the AFC North lost.
Oh, okay. You see, that's the thing. Though, is like I want to say we're still like, what are we? NFC, George? AFC West ranking standings. We're still at the top.
That's because
we cleaned house of the division.
But just imagine, the Chiefs really ain't even start clicking yet.
Hey, they didn't even click yesterday. What you mean? Or on Sunday?
No, lost? but it's coming. You know, it take Patrick. He likes soup. You know what I mean? You turn up the heat high.
He likes soup,
but it don't start boiling for about 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give him a little bit of time to boil.
Speaking of soup, what's your favorite type of soup, dude? I was about to say, like a little
broccoli
butternut squash soup right now. Ooh,
Broccoli
So
cheddar.
good. Broccoli ched?
I would say my favorite is probably Zuppa Toscana.
Oh, okay, Mr. Fresh.
Make sure you-
When Mr. Fresh goes
I do have to give a quick shout out to S. Mitchell for the $5 super chat. So what up, guys? Hope all is well. We'll get into it here once Noah. I had an interesting weekend I was gonna go ahead and talk about, but I'm waiting for Miss Noah to bless us with her presence.
She should be back briefly. I texted her and told her we was back live, but you know she likes to put her phone on Do Not Disturb whenever we go live. So I don't know if
She's
she
like,
got that notification.
I didn't get it.
So, I mean, I guess I could fill the people in a little bit on, like, hey, at the beginning of the show, you know how DJ G likes to get down at the beginning. I had R&B music set to play, and I was going to read the lyrics of Dear Mama. Was I not, Austin? I was literally preparing to do this. And then I start playing the music, and you can hear me say mic check at the very beginning of the stream, and then the music wasn't coming through, and I was just like, I want to set the mood. So we had to literally restart everything. And
we had to literally restart the entire PC. Not even PC, the Mac.
Start. By the way, I don't think the Bree that's currently in the chat right now, and Bree, if you are a caller calling in, there's another Bree.
No, they have another number.
Okay.
Which is another number.
Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure. But yeah, we will.
Yeah, I don't know if her phone died, but I sent Kai downstairs to the office to let her know.
Well, your henchman?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm on the
I
third
got one
level.
of my goons out there.
I got somebody on the second level. Why walk down, you know, 7 flights of steps when I could send him down too?
Oh, Mr. Fresh. Mr. Fresh. She said she's getting back on.
Okay. And then watch. She's going to bust in as soon as she gets back on.
What's up? Y'all miss me? I'm going to be like, yes, we did.
Mr. Fresh, have you seen the show Wayward on Netflix?
Wayward? No, I have not seen it. How is it?
10 out of 10, highly recommend. Go watch that. If you have seen Wayward on Netflix and you want to hear a real life encounter of a person who went through the therapeutic boarding school, follow Misunderstood with Rachel Yucatel. She just had an hour-long episode where she talked about everything that she experienced at the school for 3 years. Wayward is loosely based on a true story, and I highly recommend it. It's like number 2 on Netflix right now, Mr. Fresh.
Oh, wow.
You know what I've been watching? I've been watching Stranger Things because I've never really watched past season 1. So we just got to season 3. That's pretty good. But you know what we just started the other night was the Monster Ed Gein story. And ladies and gentlemen, hailing to you all the way from Centennial Hills, we got Miss... We got Miss Noah.
Off. I didn't want to interrupt because Kyron was at the door. But what's up, y'all? Happy Food Heritage Month.
Yes.
Let's go.
So I was waiting to kind of talk about my weekend. But before we get to my weekend, how was y'all's weekend?
It was beautiful. It really was. We watched it. I don't know if Mr. Fresh updated everybody.
No, I was getting ready to say it, but then you jumped in.
So we had movie night this past weekend, and we watched
at the Santa
Fe.
No, we're never going to the Santa Fe.
I was saying, I thought we're never going back.
Hey,
no.
Listen, the Santa Fe pissed us off so bad that we finally went and got our Fire Stick that we paid for like 2 months ago. So we're no longer paying for movies. We're just gonna watch them at the crib.
Unless a brand reaches out to me directly and sends me a link. I tried to support Black film.
You did. You did legitimately go and pay full price.
Has not pissed me off. So AMC is still in the clear. So we'll see. But I definitely watched a couple of scary movies that I've been itching to watch.
Did you finish Nosferatu yet?
No. Oh my God. You just remind me. I'm watching it tonight. No, I did not. But it was so good. It was so good. Because Lord, it just was a raggedy stream.
Oh, okay.
Now I got that Fire Stick, and now it's out on all streaming platforms, and I could watch it in peace.
Very true. Very true.
Be my assignment after I bulk record tonight.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna tell you now, weapons. Y'all be called no, not y'all, cause y'all my family. People call me a witch.
And then
That's a
Don't give
you
me
witch.
that much clout. Don't ever
Mm,
in existence. If you come across this stream and you do not follow me, I thought it was gonna be aliens. I thought it was gonna be everything other than what it was. Very good movie. 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
I swear I thought weapons was gonna be like a government
Don't spoil it,
conspiracy.
babe. Don't spoil it.
don't
I know I'm
spoil it.
just saying government conspiracy. That's all I'm gonna say. I thought it was a government conspiracy.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's how they framed it, but it's absolutely not. And I highly recommend if you have a Fire Stick or if you're going to go see a movie,
Go see that one.
go
Yeah,
see that one.
weapons
Okay.
was good.
Cause it was good. It was so good. I'm gonna rewatch it. And y'all know the only movie that I will watch twice, thrice is Sinners. And I also watched what's the other one that we watched?
Sleep.
No, not oh, what's that?
That's
Not
That's
my
his
movie.
movie.
oh, shut up. You already listen. You supposed to send it over to me. I'm
No,
waiting.
I have to see your reaction. I
No, he
need you
doesn't
to-
want us to. He doesn't want us to. He wants us to watch it in person with him.
Yeah.
Period.
And then by the time we walk out the movie theater, I expect to get an email copy of Sleep.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
then I'm
and
gonna
they
watch.
saying in the
Who
chat,
knows when
weapons
that's
was
going to be
good.
now at this point, because we did not make it into the local film festival. They did cite it was not due to a lack of quality. I'm pretty sure what happened was they had already made the decisions before the final day of submission.
Course.
And
that
I
just
submitted
means
it
we
on
gotta
the last
rub
day.
hands with the right people.
Yeah. But we're going to send it to Sundance. We're going to send it to Slam Dance. We're going to send it to Tribeca. Maybe even some cans.
Hey man,
Who knows? Your boy might fuck around and get an Oscar nomination.
You're gonna
Hello?
end up in Italy for the cans.
I cannot wait to watch
you
this
could just
film.
you could just put
Sleep,
it on your
like
YouTube
when
channel.
I tell you,
and,
No,
I'm on
so
a
the
scary
producers don't want me
movie
to do
run.
that yet.
okay.
I'm on a scary movie run. I really am. Like we watched the last Conjuring. I had to sage after. Well, I felt like I was more at like in danger with weapons. Everybody is saying they loved weapons. I was more in danger with that. I had to sage my house after
Yeah,
both movies.
weapons made you clutch your pearls. I was watching The Conjuring. Like y'all said that you need somebody to pray over you for this.
It was for
That's what I do.
theatrical.
Black
purposes.
Ivory, go ahead, log out. You're absolutely correct in calling me out like that, but you called me out, so go ahead and you're totally justified in what you said, and it's true. But no. Have you
It's
seen my
always
movie that
gotta
I
be
ain't sent you yet?
somebody.
Right.
It's either shaman,
Black Ivory,
sometimes we gotta
No,
ask
no,
you
no.
to log on out.
See, I don't
Thank
know if
y'all
y'all was reading
for being
reading
here
the
every
chat.
week. First of all,
Y'all
shout
probably
out to
was-
everybody that's watching on any page that you're watching on. We appreciate the continued support.
Y'all probably
But you
wasn't
can log
reading. Y'all wasn't reading the chat earlier, so I think it's Christy. Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday.
birthday. Happy belated birthday to Austin, even though we wished him it last week. His
Yeah,
birthday
we'll get
is
to that
back.
here in a minute. But yeah, happy birthday, Christy.
And Black Ivory said that she was shaking both cheeks for her birthday.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
go ahead
I
and log
believe
out, Black
I
Ivory.
believe no, hold on, listen, it gets worse. I believe it was Samaj or somebody else that said they got some dollar bills. I said, wait a minute.
Hold. Wait a
Let me
minute.
find out this turned into Japlanta.
Listen, I can't even be mad if she was shaking ass on top of cars, because baby, every time I dance, it's like the African spirit come out of me and I twerk. Something's wrong with me. My baby's first dance, her dance was a twerk because she was watching me. She was a year old. So shout out to y'all. Happy birthday.
I've seen
And
I've,
wishing
I've
you
seen
many more.
Noah twerk singing gospel.
Yeah, that happened last Sunday.
And I
George
said,
and I
how
were.
do you sing Kurt Franklin stomp and shake your rump?
He said,
Yeah.
"Make me clap my hands. Make me clap." He didn't say
She
what
was not
kind of body
she was
part.
not clapping her hands, I promise you. I was like, wait
Can
a
I
minute,
tell
man.
y'all? Can I tell y'all a funny story? Before we were, because I've been here all day and George got here about an hour or so ago. he has a motivational book, and I had this out, which is the little mini New Testament.
Trying to go band for band, bro?
Yeah, he was trying to go band for, not right here, I'm not gonna do it now, but he was going band for band with motivational things out of his book, and then I go band for band with like just random verses out of the Bible. And we realized if you just add motherfucker, a bitch at the end of anything in the Bible, it's way better.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so much
Austin,
better.
you have to do it right now.
I have
bro.
to find.
You
I have to
do
find
it.
one.
It's so good.
I have to
Oh,
find.
what, like scriptures
If you really
and
wanna-
Yeah.
bitch at the end.
Yeah,
If you really
bitch.
want to be shocked,
Like,
go
you
ahead.
say
No
it like with
weapon
some
formed
authority.
against me shall prosper, bitch.
yes.
That
Well,
is-
there was one that was like, for I am the Son of God. Or no, they said, how come we must fast but you must not? And it was like, because my dad's Jesus, bitch.
Bitch.
We get the food, you don't.
We got food.
So speaking of
Lord.
that, so my weekend was very interesting. So my birthday was on Friday. I did not make it to the 27 Club, so I guess, hooray on that. I did get some cool things. One thing that I'm super excited about that I got is, do you guys know the sound it makes when you do a screenshot on your iPhone?
Yes.
Okay. All
I seen
right,
the
George, you
camera.
might have to
I was
boot.
about to say I seen.
Oh,
the
how
actually.
cute.
Hold on, here we go.
That's
This is
crazy.
the camera that they sampled for that sound effect.
Yeah,
So I'll play it one more time.
it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
when I
like,
got it, I was like,
can I do it on this phone without? Oh no, I'm gonna run my own stream.
No, you won't be able to hear it.
yeah. So I have a grandmother who has been ill for the last couple of years. I went and saw her a few times last 2 weeks, make sure she got to see little man. Got a call Thursday and they said, hey, so we had went the weekend before. We had went on Saturday, went and saw her. She was kind of in and out of it. They said, it was my aunts. They were in from out of town and they went, hey, so the day after you left and she saw you guys, she stopped responding. She's not eating. She's not drinking. She's not using the bathroom. None of that. They had a nurse that would come several times a day. And then they said, hey, we're going to move her to hospice care. And the hospice nurses don't think she'll make it through the weekend. So this is Thursday night. So Friday, I'm like, okay, well, it's my birthday tomorrow. I already took the day off. A bunch of families in from out of town. We'll drive up because she lives out of town from Vegas, about an hour and a half away. So we drive out there. I'm with them. And, she's, not responsive. And hanging out with the family. I think we get there around 12, 1 o'clock. We're, just hanging out with family. We're playing board games and stuff like that. At 5, I want to say 5:30. We're in the living room and my aunt comes out and she goes, hey guys, her breathing is really thin. I think you guys should come in here. So we all went in there and she passed away with all of us there in the room with her. But it was a very, I don't want to say weird. So with our friend Christian, none of us were there for that. It was during COVID. He was by himself, intubated in a hospital room. They wouldn't let anybody in to see him. So I was detached from it. This was a very interesting experience for me because I got to see somebody literally take their last breath. And it was I would argue, almost life-changing moment in terms of like I always knew like life is short. And it sucked. It really did suck. We kind of like I don't want to say but like we'd been mourning she'd been bedridden for 2 years. So it wasn't like it was something that was abrupt, but I never thought I would see it happen in person. And I'm not an overly religious person, I would say now. I prayed for the first time in like 15 years that weekend. Still not changing who I am. I'm still going to be throwing cheeks here with y'all. But it was like a weird, it was like as depressing as it is, it was almost beautiful too, seeing kind of like a life end like that. So that's kind of how my weekend went. It was on my birthday. But the way I chose to look at it was I got to spend time with family from out of town that I don't normally get to see all that often. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody who did wish me happy birthday on Friday. And if I did not get back to you, or if I was very short with you, that was why. It was just because I was with family. I was kind of going through that moment at the moment. And I think what made it harder for me was both my sons were there. Granted, one of them is 7 weeks old, doesn't know what's happening. The older one, though, they carted her. Obviously, the mortuary came and got her, and they carted her through the living room, and he was at the table eating dinner, and so I blocked his view, so he couldn't see. Well, we went to leave, and what made it very emotional for me was he was upset that he could not go say goodbye to Grandma. He still didn't really know what was happening. We didn't really tell him. We just told him you have to be gentle to Grandma, because he did lay with her for a little bit earlier in the day, and so I think that was arguably harder trying to explain to like your child, especially like a child with special needs, like what happened. And so we just said, oh, she's in the bathroom. We'll see her later. And then we went home. And then the next day, he brought it up again. He was like, I'm mad that I didn't get to say goodbye to Grandma. And then that's when we told him, you know, he's seen movies like Coco. He's watched all the Jurassic Park films. So he's seen people die. Not to say that it makes it any easier, but we had that conversation with him, and I would argue that hurt more than her passing.
Yeah.
So
having to explain.
Yeah, to a 7-year-old who has a developmental delay, who doesn't understand as fully as maybe us having this conversation right here. But I wanted to talk about that, kind of just get it off my chest, and then just say thank you to everybody, because I did make a post about it, and a lot of you did reach out. And I'm very thankful for you guys, and I'm very thankful for my family here on this show, who always support me no matter what. And I just kind of wanted to explain that and explain why I may not have been as receptive for my birthday on Friday. Did not go unnoticed. I appreciate all of you who wish me happy birthday, and all of you who reached out about my grandmother as well. So I just wanted to say thank you to all of you.
Yes, and Ashe to the ancestors, and my condolences, and I fully understand, bro. Like, first of all, welcome your grandmother to the ancestral realm, because now you got somebody on the other end.
Yeah, the big hitters.
Listen,
yeah, she was like my best friend, so I wouldn't be surprised if this weekend when I'm doing these private tours for people that I all of a sudden get a hello.
Hello.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, and I almost want to say, and I don't want to scare you, that people that experience death up front out of what feels like nowhere,
right?
They have a spiritual awakening right after. And the fact that you prayed for the first time in Lord knows how long.
I have been reading this for the first time in probably 20 years.
You've been in the Word. Okay.
Yeah, I think for me, it's kind of like the same thing as like how understanding the paranormal was like, I can on surface level understand how you experience it and how like Jay experiences it, but I have to experience it my way. I need to find my way of going about it. I think that's the same thing with like a potential world of religion or with Christianity, even if we go that far, of how will I experience it and how do I want it to kind of, maybe there is something in here for me. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. But I think I need to read it and kind of be open to it. Just like when I went ghost hunting, you have to be open to it. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to be like, I believe 100% of everything, but it's just giving the what if.
Yeah. It really is. And trust me, I am traumatized from some of the death experiences. I'm just glad
I was about to share
that
mine.
She was in a hospital
and
surrounded by y'all.
Well, this was in her home. This was in her house.
Oh, at home. Okay.
Yeah, she was in hospice care. So she was in her own bed, and we were. It was myself, my aunts, their families. Vanessa was in the room for a little bit, but then I eventually was like, Rowan doesn't know what's happening, and he's getting upset that he can't go. Like everybody's crying, and he's like, I don't get it. And so I was like, I need you to just take him into the living room.
Yeah.
And so they did. But yeah, I mean, she was, and that's the way we kind of went about it too. Is she was 73. She'd been bedridden for 2 years. She had almost her entire family. She'd got to see my dad the day before, and my sister the day before, and her other granddaughter. So she got to see everybody within like a week.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like her sister from out of town called her that day, and they said that she was alert for that. And when I did see her the week prior, she was alert. Yeah. She understood who Emerson was. She got to hold him. She got to do all that. So it wasn't like she never really got to meet him. So she got to meet him.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's just uncharted territory. I think it'll be interesting to see. I don't know how it just makes you kind of look at life a little differently.
Yes, it
But the
does.
two things I wanted to say to you, bro. First, my condolences, because even though I see all of the stuff you post on Facebook or on Instagram or wherever you post it, I didn't see that. So condolences to you and your family.
Thank you, Mr.
Um,
Fresh.
it's like a beautiful bittersweet moment, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like you welcomed a life into this world less than 8 weeks ago, and now you're welcoming a life to the ancestral realm.
Right.
And even though your grandmother wasn't presently there, she was there. And
Yeah.
it didn't happen where she passed away on accident because all of you guys were there. She was probably holding on to see all of you guys one last time.
That is what we said, and I do remember one of my aunts saying, because when we realized her breathing was light, we all immediately went into the room, and my aunt was like, "Mom, we're all here. We love you. We're here for you." She's like, "It's okay to let go now."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they
And
do
then-
hold on. They
Yeah.
do.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing that happened to me and Noah. So, like, my Uncle Charlie, he was going through, like, he had COPD. He had all types of, like, lung cancer. He had all types of stuff. Was never a smoker. He was a garbage man. And he was a garbage man back in the day in Pittsburgh where, back in the day when you was a garbage man, they didn't have like protective PPE. They didn't have protective equipment. Like there was radiation.
Yeah, they're like, I thought we were men.
Yeah, there was
Yep.
radiation
That's
in the
exactly
trash
what it was.
and all types of stuff. So
Yeah.
he ended up getting cancer and getting like terminally ill because of his career.
Right. Like a lot of people who work with like asbestos or
Right.
things like
And
that.
it showed up years later. Like, you know what I mean? Like he had moved to Vegas with my aunt, you know what I mean? And they were living out their life, working and having a good time. And then he just got sick super quick. And he was sick for a few years. So we knew he was sick. And one day he left the hospital and they were going to, he was already
Subway.
on hospice. Yeah, they were going to Subway because he wanted a sub. So they went to Subway, got a sub. And then he didn't have a lot of energy, because he was on like not a breathing machine, but he was on like
Oxygen, yeah.
Oxygen. So my aunt called. Now we lived across the street from them. My aunt called. She said, "Hey, can you guys come across the street and help me, help get him out the truck, get him into the house?" I'm like, all right, cool. My uncle made it from the car to his front doorstep and passed away on the front porch.
No, listen. Austin, I'm just glad, first of all, I am so glad that you were able to be surrounded by, or her, your grandmother, was able to be surrounded by family. I mourned for our Uncle Charlie and my great grandmother because my great grandmother passed away in hospice care in a like nursing home type of.
Right.
Really, she was in a nursing home, and she was sick for so long and alone. And I beat myself up every day for that because it really hurts my heart whenever I think about her passing. Uncle Charlie, literally, he wasn't even at his front door. He was at the stairs of his front door, and I've never seen
It was like
that.
he took the step and was like, ah.
Nah,
and he
went up
on
the steps
stairs.
and then he sat on the steps. He said, "I'm tired. Let me sit down."
When I say this shit traumatized me and it threw me into a spiritual awakening, you never know what God has in store for you, for one. Because this man sat on his step. I'm thinking we just going there to move him into the house. And so whenever he sat on the steps, I noticed like the lights were on, no one was there. And I'm like waving my hand in his face. And I looked and I smelled and saw death on this man.
Yeah.
And I literally was like, oh my God, I think we should call 911. Something's wrong. And then he passed out and he had a DNR. But I didn't know that whenever you have a DNR in place, you have to wait for the police and paramedics to show up to pronounce.
Well, no, until you have it in your, until you have the DNR
until they have
physically
it
in your hand,
yes.
you have to resuscitate.
CPR. So my aunt looking at me, Manny is looking at me like
it's go time.
So
And
she's
so I
giving
get down and I start doing
CPR to
chest
somebody who's already
compressions.
dead.
He was dying. You could tell. I've never looked in somebody's eyes and knew that I was doing something in vain. But baby, I was doing them chest compressions. Auntie
Yeah.
back there looking for the DNR paperwork. It was so traumatic the first time I've ever looked at death.
And then, as you
Like
know, from your
Yeah.
actively
recent
dying.
experience, you know
Yes.
when you're on hospice, they leave you there until the morgue comes to get you.
Oh,
They don't.
yes.
So the ambulance comes. They pronounce you dead,
Yeah.
and
Well,
then
for us, what happened was they had a nurse come in. They had the nurse
Yes.
come in, and
Yes.
then she called the mortuary, and they came.
I
and
think
picked her
that's
up.
what happened with us too. I don't think it was the ambulance. I think it was the nurse.
It was
that
the
came.
mortuary. It was. But just the thought of his kids were back in Pittsburgh. Nobody there that
Was around.
he
It was just us.
raised, none of his children, his grandchildren. It was just me, my aunt, and Mandela. And I was literally doing chest compressions until 911 EMS showed up and said, okay, he's passed away. It gets worse. Let me tell you why I am so grateful that your grandmother had y'all around and this was like a seamless transition. Do you
Right.
know that EMS came, then the mortuary came, pronounced him dead, and said, we can't move him? So he was literally on the sidewalk on Swenson and Twain. You know where that is, in the
Yeah.
hood, in an apartment complex with a white sheet over him. We waited there for hours for the mortuary to like show up and get him.
Like
And people
three
were
hours.
literally
3
stepping
hours
over
at the
his
bottom
dead
of the
body,
steps,
Damn.
stepping over his
doing like
body.
this, like just literally like around him, looking at his dead body under a white sheet. I'm traumatized,
Now look,
and
Yeah.
it was
I'm.
horrible.
I've
So I
been.
say,
I've been around a lot of crazy experiences. You know what I mean? Like I used to be in the street, so I've seen crazy stuff before. But it's never nobody that you attach to like that. You know what I mean? Like they came in like Thanksgivings, broke bread with us. Like we hung out over there. We drank with them. Like we hung with them. You know what I mean? So for somebody to pass away and you be responsible for caring for their body until
Yeah.
somebody
they're
come and get
removed,
him.
it just gives you perspective because it's like you said, it makes you realize that tomorrow could be your time. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like, and
It did make me, I would say, a fraction less scared of death.
yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
that was the lesson in it all. It was shitty. I had to do CPR on someone that I could clearly no longer feel life from. And I'm always been a spiritualist, but I was tiptoeing in and out of spirituality, doing things that were worldly, just being a 20 something year old woman. And
Much like myself.
yes.
yeah.
And so whenever I seen death, I said, I'm not afraid of this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid. He passed so peacefully, but
Yeah,
I felt terrible.
she passed, I think, as peacefully as you could. Like
Yeah.
what obviously wasn't feeling good. She, was in pain, but they gave her, and my aunt was like, well, did the morphine do this? And we're like, no, the morphine just made her feel good going.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
But I think we had an hour and a half drive back home, and we were there for a couple hours afterwards. Excuse me, it was a little funny. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, we're all sitting in the living room, just quiet, just taking it in however you need to. And my uncle stands up and he goes, well, Austin, it's your birthday. What do you want for dinner?
Wow.
I was like, no,
It's
you're
shitty,
right.
But
And then
the fact
no,
that she passed on your birthday is diabolical.
So here's the funny thing is, like, I was her first grandson up until like 11 years ago. I was always her favorite. She was literally like my best friend. I would stay the night at her house. She was the one that I would go to church with
Okay.
Yeah.
growing up.
So your
I know.
relationship with your grandma is like my relationship with my grandma.
Yeah, it's
like,
of all my grandmas, it's her and my mom's mom who, because remember, I lost another grandmother earlier this year
I
who was
remember.
my grandpa's second wife on my mom's side.
right.
So my mom's biological mom is still alive. I saw her the night before, and she texted me and said, "So sorry," even though I know her, they didn't have the best relationship. But Yeah, like those two grandmas are the ones that I was the absolute closest with. And I'd argue my grandma Joyce, the one who just recently passed away, just a little bit more, because I stayed at her house all the time. So yeah, so like, and like when I go to therapy and I talk about it, because I'm like, I'm not a crier. Like when Christian passed away, I cried one time. I felt more guilty because when Christian passed away, I was the one who called George. I was the one who called his other friends. I was the one who told my parents. I almost had like the guilt of me ruining everybody else's day.
Yeah.
Associated with that. With this one, there wasn't. It sucked. Like it definitely. Like I felt physically in pain for a few minutes in my chest. Like I felt something here. But it didn't. Like Christian was sudden. Like he was in a coma, but it was like, okay, well he could come out of it, and then immediately they were like, hey, he passed away, and he was 23 at the time. So it was like, wow. It was like, okay.
Yeah.
But my grandmother, I'd seen the decline for years, so it wasn't like a sudden abrupt.
It's not jarring.
It's not as jarring. Correct. It still sucks. It still absolutely sucks and hurts.
Yeah.
But it didn't catch me off guard. A little bit because it was like, oh, already. But then I think about it and I'm like,
Yes, the already. So that's the feeling that I literally. So my great grandmother, she named me my government name, and she was like my
Jaquanda. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen,
Taisha.
that was my homegirl. Okay, I literally the reason why I'm in Vegas right now is because I literally dropped out of college because she had a stroke, and I moved here to take care of her.
Right.
And
Shout out to Mama Rose. Shout out to Mama Rose.
Oh,
yes, that's
Mama Rose.
I love that lady so bad.
That's the one we talked to. That's the one we talked to when we did our investigation.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that lady
Okay.
so bad. She told me to take my ass home during her investigation, but I love her so good. Like, and she loved me so good, and she was the only person in my family to bear witness to me being born because my mama thought it was a good idea to travel from Las Vegas, where she was pregnant with me, and go pick up a check in Sacramento, California, and that's how I became a Sacramento native. But whenever she passed, her and my cousin.
Oh, I think she dropped out.
I was about to say, was that her mic tripping like that? I thought it was mine.
It was hers.
Yeah, it was hers. I just put you in the background right now, Noah. So once you come back on, I'll be able to see you. And we do have a caller in the room, but I did also want to say it's going to be a little bit of a shorter show tonight. So as soon as Noah comes back in, I want to hear her finish her story, and then I think we can hop into the calls. And
it's crazy because, and I be laughing because Noah, our office, so we keep the router in our office.
Right.
So the internet that controls the whole house. Now I have a clear connection, and I'm 3 stories up. She's in the office with the internet box, and
it's still giving her issues.
It gives her issues, and I be telling her internet is raggedy down there.
It's crazy how that works sometimes, bro.
No, technology.
I'll be in the middle of the desert. Perfect Wi-Fi.
Nope. Oh yeah,
2 steps outside my home.
Oh yeah, AT&T is awful. I'll be near an AT&T store and I'll have 0 service. And I'm like, what are you guys doing?
I think that's any phone company because like we have
T-Mobile wasn't that bad. Cricket was better than AT&T.
No, T-Mobile, I promise you usually don't have service in the store. You could be in the T-Mobile store, no service. You be like,
well, they don't have a tower there, but I just think it's always funny that like you are like the closer you get to their stores, the worse. You know why? It's because they want you to buy a new phone. They go, oh, my phone's not working right.
I used to work for Verizon, so you would think that they would at least have a booster in the store. Like we used to be able to sell boosters.
That costs money. They don't want to spend money.
Why not spend money to show people how dominant your service is, at least in your store?
Because that's what the marketing is for. That's what the commercial is. Can you hear me now?
Good.
That's like me selling you hamburgers, right?
Sorry, y'all. I don't know how my phone was on 70%, but
and
that conversation drained these shit out of it.
Every time we talk about death, It always does this.
No, but I'll finish it up because it wasn't anything that I was saying that was bad. But the only people that I literally sobbed for, I didn't even sob for my daddy. I ain't shed a tear.
Damn.
Okay, but my great Grammy and my cousin, who my great granny.
Did she keep the moo on?
No, she was different. My great grandmother was young.
Oh, is that the one that carried that carried the blicky?
I don't even think when yes, yeah, that's the one that carried the blicky.
That's the one. Hey, that's the one that had a
she had a bitch.
Hey, she had a lavender Cadillac.
Lavender Cadillac.
Listen, every model of Cadillac that came out, she got the brand new one. When she passed,
No car note. I'm buying them joint straight cash.
Yes, like I don't know what the hell she was doing on the side, but sis was that girl, and I just love her so bad. And when she passed, she is the only one that her and my cousin. Cause how dare my cousin drop dead on the bitch? What you mean you did? I told her, I looked at her, I said, get up. I didn't even believe it.
Get your ass up.
Get your ass up.
When our cousin died, that was hella traumatizing because, like, we used to hang out with her and her husband all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Like 2-3 days a week, and
knew all the good spots.
Man, we used to smoke so much weed together.
We was getting high together, buying bottles. Like we was out here. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the fact that she passed away so young, like what was she, 30? Was she even 30 when she passed?
37, but she was only 4'9", maybe 90 pounds. It looked like a 17-year-old.
She looked like a child in her coffin.
Yes.
That's how small she was.
Yep. And when I say that them is the only two people, I mean, my grandmother has passed on my dad's side. My dad has passed even before they did. And them is the only two that I literally sobbed. I sobbed so bad over my grandmother's coffin.
I mean, when I did cry for Christian, it was a sob. Like it was not a cute artsy cry.
I looked like Kim Kardashian when she be ugly. I cried so bad with my grandmother passed. I didn't even cry hard with my cousin.
You said Kim Kardashian.
But baby, that
one of those.
And then I realized I was like, after I cried, because with my cousin, they were like, we want you to help us with her makeup because she passed in Laughlin, and ain't no black folk out there. They had my sister looking like a ghost. And they have her eyebrows drawn on, and she wasn't gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. So I went up. They said,
he said, "Let me make this right, so I don't have to deal with it."
Hello, they was like, "Can you please draw?" Because I was supposed to do her makeup, and then they were like, "No, we don't allow anybody inside that are not like morticians, so to speak, to do makeup." And so they were like, "Can you draw on her eyebrows?" And I was like, "Absolutely." So whenever I was drawing her eyebrows on, I said, "Get up. Quit, you are not dead. Like, we are not playing this game. Get your ass up out this coffin right now."
Nah, it pissed me off. Look, Austin, no offense. I love y'all to death. But they had a white woman doing my cousin's makeup, and she was a chocolate woman. And she didn't know how to blend the foundation on a chocolate woman. And
it was so bad. She looked great. She looked ashy. And that was one of the first times like that I could hear, because I was in a funeral home, and it felt like whispers in my ears. But the one voice that was loud was like, "You better draw these eyebrows on, or I'm gonna hunt your ass." And she was just playing. But I said,
but she wasn't playing.
"Okay, sis, let me go ahead and just fill in these eyebrows and make sure, she already went through an outfit they put her in."
She drew her eyebrows in, and we went outside. And we was all standing out there chilling. I think we might have been smoking cigarettes or whatever the situation is. Like, we all outside. This is after the ceremony. And because she passed in Bullhead City. So we all had to drive out there. And so we all standing outside smoking. And all of a sudden, you just see all these yellow butterflies. Like,
out of nowhere.
And it's crazy because we all had on yellow. We all wore yellow polos.
Yeah, she loved Tweety, and they had her a Tweety-themed funeral. So it was it's crazy.
Yeah, it was.
That's probably the first time I heard that clearly. So I'm just glad everybody that I know in my family that has passed in very traumatic ways where I have PTSD. Everybody. So I'm just grateful.
I can be thankful that has not been the case with my family, but
yeah, don't feel bad, y'all. My dad died and I didn't cry.
That man is alive. What is Mandela? Log off. Log off. That man is alive.
Stop telling people I'm dead.
Lord,
Oh
he
my
did.
God,
He,
that man is
hey,
alive
he
and
did.
well.
He did to me.
Hey, he did to me. I just saw him last night, but guess what? That motherfucker can still get it.
Now we gotta tell Mandela, go ahead and turn your camera off for a while, son. Because what the hell you mean that man is dead?
You got me and Samaj sitting in the corner like me and Samaj want to come out and play like.
No,
we don't
that
wanna
was Black
sit-
Ivy. Black Ivy.
He's gonna, yeah, his dad's gonna be there, and he's gonna be like, it's like I could still hear him.
I met his dad once, and he looks like the chocolate version of Mandela, and I can understand why.
No offense, am I wrong? Mandela is chocolate.
Yes, now he
Now.
is.
Now,
Now that boy, I gotta show you some old pictures. I want to
kidney
put
failure
these
changes
pictures
your
up.
skin complexion. So I'm like
Oh.
4 shades darker than what I used to be.
Yeah.
You just got
He's
an immediate
red.
tan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the tan that he did not ask for. But
It's all right. Listen, if anybody got what I need, an A positive, if anybody got an A positive flavored kidney that they want to donate to me so I can get my real complexion back, I greatly
Listen,
appreciate it. I'll
I
probably pay you
swear.
on Thursday.
Chef Kenny said we need a bigger corner.
Yep.
It's not big enough. I'm sitting on Black Ivory's lap like, come on, let me out.
No, yes. I don't think people understand, and you shouldn't. I hope you never do. Renal failure. Renal failure makes you an ashy tint. I don't know if Mr. Fresh feels comfortable, but before kidney failure, he was like red, like Native American red.
I for sure
very
had a
bright.
red hue to my skin.
And I wish y'all could know that version of Mandela, not because he's not handsome and he ain't chocolate, because you know I got to think for chocolate boys. You just kind of.
No, you just like them
But-
fat. You like them fat now, so.
Listen, you my first chubby, my little fluffy man. But I wish y'all could see and witness what this man, he's a whole vibe. He's always been. And okay, you don't have to do that noise. But he's always been a vibe. Mandela before kidney failure looked totally different than what he looks like now. So
Like I said, what was it, A positive or A minus? It's one of them two. But if anybody got that flavored kidney and they want to donate it, I will pay you on Thursday.
Hey, I will. Hey, if a Calls from Beyond member gives up a kidney, we will for sure at least send you a T-shirt.
Hello,
Hey,
I would
not only are we
literally
going-
fly out
we
to
might-
meet them and
we
thank them
might
in
even-
person.
We might even fly out and show you sleep in person.
Oh yeah, we'll show you the movie in person. At this
And
point,
it
we
doesn't just
did.
have to be A positive. He take all flavors. He got a weird blood type.
No, I think
Black Ivory, that's not me instigating. That's George instigating baby number 5, not me.
Ain't no baby
Oh,
number
no,
5.
no,
I got
no,
baby
no,
number
no.
5. He upstairs barking, trying to get out the damn
Listen
cage
here.
as we
Listen
speak.
here.
Do
We
not.
got 4 kids and 6 pets. We are done.
We are done. Every time I want a new baby, I get a new pet.
Just
You
send
see
us
how
at
many
least
times
give
I
us
want
a.
one?
Just send us at least give us a reading for a kidney.
Hold on now,
Absolutely. A
Chef Kenny
reading-
Chef Kenny got my flavor, and she in San Diego. We ain't even gonna fly her out. We gonna drive out there and pick her up.
Yeah, we'll just drive. We'll caravan and we'll do a mobile Calls from Beyond.
Right.
Somebody, listen, she got an A positive flavor kidney. I promise. I love you forever, dog. You are a part of.
Yeah, basically at that point, Chef Kenny, do you have
Honey,
Tuesday
we
nights
get
free?
readings, lifetime free readings.
No,
We
Chef Kenny's
get
getting
all
hired.
the
She's getting hired
spiritual
for
supplies she needs.
all the parties forever. Be like,
No,
hey,
if
man,
Chef Kenny gives you a kidney, you better have Tuesday nights free, Chef Kenny, because you're now on the show.
Hello.
Right. She's the 5th member.
She's
Welcome
the
to the show.
Quite literally.
yeah, because we had a 5th member for a little bit. Gotta bring Chef Kenny back.
I know.
Shout out to
Listen,
Danette. How's she doing?
She's good. I just saw her a week or so ago. We were all at her mom's house. She's doing good. She's happy with her full-time job.
You know,
Mhm.
we
Samaj
miss
makes
her.
me
That's
sick.
like our little sister, our kid
Yep.
sister.
Samaj makes me sick. She said CFB organs.
CFB
he
Organs
said CFB
LLC
He makes
trademark.
me sick.
I promise you, I will do a little
Chef
dance
Kenny
dance.
said, "Let me know I don't be drinking."
Listen,
You know,
period.
we going to send Chef Kenny my doctor's number. She got a call. I can't call because then it make it seem like I forced her to give me a kidney.
Yes, they are
They-
very much so.
Chef
at
Kenny's
the
gonna call and be
kidney
like, "Hey, I
transplant
really want to
kit.
be on this show. Can you make my kidney work?"
No,
Listen, we
no, it
make
was
it
like,
work, sis.
no, it was like, I want to call. Just tell them that I want to get streamed. And I was like, they won't let me tell them, even though you're my spouse. Like,
She
I
has to
can't.
go
And
do it.
then the big thing that we were like worried about was that this is hereditary, and I have children by him, and he's like, you might
Right. So
have to
what if one of my
give one of
kids
our
need a
kids
kidney? I'd rather you give them a kidney than give me a kidney.
because I'm an automatic match. So if you're interested in getting this man, I don't know if y'all can see it, but this man a kidney, email me.
Well, you're
'Cause
pointing at
that's
me.
one thing
You're
I
pointing
don't
at me
play
on the
about.
screen.
I think
I
her
mean-
camera's
I mean-
muted.
Yeah, your camera's mirrored because you're
I
pointing at
think
me.
Austin will take the kidney
Oh,
too.
okay.
I'll take the kidney,
This
but then I'll
man.
just make sure it's a match and give it to him. Hey,
I'm
I
sorry,
just found
this
this.
man right here. He needs a kidney.
Can you imagine
And
I
he's
walk up with like the
A-positive,
medical cooler
and he can
and I'm
take-
like, hey, I found
Right.
this. What do I do?
Yeah.
We're gonna have the hospital take it out in San Diego. We're just gonna drive it back in an ice cooler
No,
on a
and
block
then
of dry ice.
listen.
Block of dry eyes.
No, in all seriousness, y'all, for real, because if you're O blood type, and then you would like to donate the gift of life, fuck a kidney, a gift of life, it makes it so much better if it's a live donor. We are on the list for a deceased donor, or if somebody just says one day, hey, I'd like to donate a kidney, because that does happen.
No, so
But
if you know somebody, if you got a friend,
yes, it elongates his
because
lifespan
basically
by
me
lot.
getting a live donor versus a deceased donor doubles my life occupancy.
You mean a
Oh.
lifespan, sir?
So you could be like 800 years old instead of 400, Mr. Fresh?
That's
No,
exactly right. He can get
Oh.
his vampirism on.
So on a deceased donor, your kidney is only good for 5 to 10 years, but you can get 10 to 20 years off of a living donor.
Oh.
So I figure I just need somebody to help segue me into the point where my kids is grown, because that one that I raised by himself, he ain't got no choice. He getting screamed whenever if my kidney ever
He
fails.
said, "I'm about to force a kidney out of the oldest." Wait, somebody got to log out. Black Ivy, goddamn, it's you again. Log out now. Not Pat Project. Let me get that off you.
Mari said
But
she's
we
O positive.
appreciate it.
Oh, I think she's universal.
O positive. I believe y'all correct me in the chat, because Mari says she's O positive. I'm pretty sure, 99% sure I'm O positive. But the fear of my children needing a kidney in the future, because Mandela's grandfather died from kidney failure, and this is hereditary. That and thyroid cancer, and he's had his thyroid removed.
Yeah, because my grandma, I didn't even know until after I had thyroid cancer that my grandma had thyroid cancer. I'm like, well, thanks, Graham.
Hold on. Jacinda said
I was just about to say,
Yeah.
you can log out too.
Yeah, no. You think you
Yeah.
getting away with it?
Nah, she not getting
She
away with
said
shit. I'm going
pass.
back.
She said pass the kidney like we passed in the Dutch.
Exactly.
Hey, I mean-
you know what?
That
I mean,
is
listen,
wild,
listen,
bro.
listen,
You
we
go in
just
the
go.
corner with black
I haven't
ivory.
flipped to the comments because I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah,
but like,
Yes.
Next
So
Tuesday, we
O
just
negative is
bro.
universal. So we'll take a O negative flavored kidney.
Jessica Kirk says they're O negative.
now
I
next
can
Tuesday.
promise you. I just did the research because I was like, listen,
We
I
will
know my
happily pay
kids
you next Thursday for a kidney
for a
today.
kidney today.
No, I was gonna say next
Tuesday.
Tuesday. I'm gonna pass out the number. I'm gonna just give everybody.
It's
the
gonna be the
number,
new
and if
call-in
anybody-
number. It's
No,
gonna be the
listen,
new call-in number.
It's gonna be the real number, and if anybody wants to call and see if they're eligible, there's no I'm not forcing anybody, but I listen. If I didn't have so much pride,
You know what? Again, go ahead and
rock
log
paper
on.
scissors. Come on, Black Ivory, goddamn it! I'm trying to be
we
sentimental
draw
here.
sticks.
Oh, we've been trying to wait
We're already
around
almost out of
for a
time, and we've
donor.
just been spending it telling y'all to fucking log out.
Right,
Yeah,
rock paper
that's
scissors
exactly
for a
what it
kidney.
is.
It's crazy. Hey, Squid Games for a kidney. What's up?
Squid Game.
So
No,
my life is already on the line. Let's go ahead and
Green
jump.
light.
No, but anybody that would like to donate, please, for real, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna get the
Reach
number
out
so
to
I can
me.
give it to y'all next week.
Oh, Chef
Or
Kenny said drop the
whatever.
number of the Discord.
I got you.
please, we got you. Like, seriously,
I'ma call.
we'll drop
Hey,
it
now
immediately.
listen. I'm gonna call UMC tomorrow. That's my kidney transplant team, and
Tell them what's good.
I'm gonna just get the number because I cannot refer anybody. I can't tell them, hey, call this person.
Now, can they
Or-
say,
Yeah.
hey, I wanted to see if I'm a match for Mandela?
Yeah, they'll just
Yes.
give them my first and last name. She'll make sure they get my first and last name and birthday.
Oh, okay.
And you know they'll
Imagine they walk. Yeah, he said he paid me $900,000 if I did it today.
right.
No, even better. His wife paid me in content. She uploads
Right.
every day.
No, his
Right.
wife gives me free readings.
Right.
If
yes,
I do this.
free readings and products.
She said
for
she
this
would give me a
kidney.
Listen, she said she would give me a $500 store credit for a kidney.
Listen, anybody give my man a kidney, you just call me. I'm gonna give you my number. What you need?
He's gonna get this straight from the source.
Candles, I got you.
Right.
Okay, you need a reading. What time are
Said-
you available?
Said you
Because
get
I
a free,
think
you get some
people
free
don't
spells.
realize
Oh.
kidney failure. It's so many young people in kidney failure, and it's hereditary.
Yeah.
And younger, I've seen kids, teenagers, like God bless them.
No,
I
for
hope
real.
that they get one. And yeah, this shit has been extremely ghetto. Extremely
It's a
ghetto.
rag. It's a
Yeah.
rag.
Yep.
You know, I got Big Bertha right here. It's Big Bertha.
That's his machine that keeps
You
me
ever
up
pat her?
and wakes me up.
Do you ever just give her a good little like this bitch can fish so much blood transfusion in it?
Man,
Man,
she's a loyal one.
Listen, my blood flow rate is 400 liters per minute. That's how much it filters my blood.
Damn.
Uh-huh.
So I just sit here for 3 hours and it just filters my blood.
Chef Kenny said 500 in store credit she sold.
Shout out to Chef Kenny.
I really gotta just say this. Shout out to all the kidney failure, because Mandela's not just in kidney failure, he's in end-stage renal failure. Shout out to all the kidney, thyroid soldiers. This shit is not for the weak. And we've had several conversations. If it wasn't for me and the children, he just would have went on hospice care. Because
Nah,
children.
he's at the very, very end of the line. So I salute you, sir. Oh, wait, you on this side. Mary, I salute you, sir. I appreciate you. You still get up every day and you do that damn dialysis.
Hey, listen,
So,
man, I'm about to
shout
go
out to
downstairs.
you.
I'm about to go downstairs and cook y'all dinner. As I
What we
usually
having?
do.
What we having?
I'm
Yeah,
making
what are we having?
I'm making country fried steak, mashed potatoes, and broccoli tonight.
Damn.
And you get your choice between country gravy and brown gravy. I prefer
Oh my
brown
lord,
gravy.
Mr. Fred.
Hold on, do not do that damn bell, because every time you do that bell, I start craving Taco Bell for no reason.
See,
I don't want to hear that. I just had it 2 days ago.
kids is gonna be mad. We spent $40 on Taco Bell 2 days ago. Taco Bell's done.
It was so good. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah. You know what always hits and it's so cheap is Sam's Club pizza.
Yes.
I can feed my whole
And
family
hot
for
dogs.
$8. Oh,
And
yeah,
the
no, I
damn
get
churros.
if I'm really hungry, I'll get the slice and then the dog.
No, you know what pissed me off about the glizzies?
What, Mr. Fresh?
Why they don't got the chili and cheese for the glizzies, bro? Like this isn't a
Okay.
baseball game. I don't want just regular mustard and ketchup, like relish.
Relish.
Yeah,
And I
like,
eat mine Chicago style with mayonnaise. I know that sounds crazy.
No,
No,
mayonnaise is
ketchup,
great.
mustard,
Mayonnaise
and
on
onion.
anything.
no, she's a psychopath.
What?
She's a
Also eat
psychopath.
pineapples on pizza though. So
I
don't
re-
mind
Sorry, I'm so sorry. That's just a reaction.
me. Oh, real quick before because our ADHD is.
Hold on, don't we got a caller?
We have a few, but I know we're running out of time here, though.
I know. I didn't realize that. Okay, sorry, y'all. I cannot see if y'all called in. Only George can see the magic. I guess I'll just save my story for next week, and we'll listen to some calls.
Damn, now
That was
I
a
want to
good
hear.
tease.
Damn.
It's a good tease.
Now you're gonna have to come back in next week.
Yeah, no,
This
because
caller-
I made a TikTok that said our ancestors are earthbound, and I literally.
Well, yeah, and you were telling us
swear
last week too. You were talking to us about that as well.
They are, and I dreamed of my ancestors, and I said, "Sister,
Samaj,
you
clock-
okay?
log
Looks like
off.
your arm finna fall off." So we'll just hold that for next week. But one thing I did want to say, because we're gonna end off. I mean, it did look like it was gonna fall off. You see your great grandmother, and she in mid decomposition.
No,
You start
we were
questioning
talking
things.
about
We're laughing
Samaj.
at Samaj said bareback glizzy for the win, bro.
I can agree with that. Bareback. Because I don't have to. Have
No,
nothing
that's
on
why
my
you and I
menu.
have kids. No.
Oh, one thing I do want to say, because I don't know if we're going to be able to touch on it whenever we leave, um, because we do have a few callers and we have something to do. I got a mass record for YouTube for y'all, and also got some other shit you got to do. But I will say this: it is Hoodoo Heritage Month. I opened it
Yes.
up with saying Happy Hoodoo Heritage Month. Everything in my store is 20% off, and my readings are 25% off for the 30 and 60.
Say it again. Say that all again.
The website, if you need to turn a bitch into a toad tonight, if you need to have a tail when you wake up, if you need your tail to disappear, if you've been crossed, if you've been hexed,
We need your tail
whatever,
to disappear.
I got that heat, and it is 20% off right now. No promo code needed. If you want to book a 30 or 60-minute reading with me, they are 25% off. But you have to use for the reading the promo code HHM25. That is Hoodoo Heritage Month 2025. Okay? For you to get this 25% off discount for my 30 and 60-minute readings. Okay? So go ahead, get y'all shit, because it's only valid until November 1st. I had to think about it. November 1st at 11:59 p.m.
Are we going to try to
Now,
do an in-person Halloween episode again?
Yeah, we got to do costumes.
We got to
yeah,
do costumes.
we gotta get back down there. Me and her talked about costume ideas, but we ain't.
Yeah, I already got an idea. I won't be the little shrinker.
Yeah, because I remember last year.
Oh my God. They pissed me off so bad with them costumes. $300? Are you kidding me? Baby, no. But I got an idea, and it's 90s themed. And I'm so excited to see if you guys knew who I am. But we definitely will be in studio for Halloween.
Very nice. Black Ivory said, Ivory, you get paid tomorrow. Spend it in my shop.
Yes. Hello. Listen, and my next YouTube video that I just got done recording all month, you only hear it here, is on Hoodoo Folklore. Folklore
Whoa.
creatures.
Ooh. Okay.
Whoa.
Listen, I'm telling you now, they can try to duplicate it, but they can't be me. I am reading stories, recounting stories out of no longer syndicated books that were from a long time ago, slave stories and different things like that. So the content is contenting. I've already recorded one video, and we're just gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it going.
Yep.
So you're just gonna show off on your off day.
That's how I do. But if y'all need spiritual tools, Manifesty is my online metaphysical / conjure shop that you can get a hag off of y'all. Let that low vibrational Negro go. Raise your vibration, open your doors. It's all there, and it's all 20% off.
What about
So go there right now.
The new candles? Did you put them up there yet?
I sure did. The lightning candles that are only 60 hours and I've sold out on TikTok Live at least 3 times. I sure did put them on there. So y'all go over to manifesty.com. It's spelled very weird, but the link is in
Mari
the
just
bio.
posted it in the chat.
No,
Thank you so much, Mari.
Kamisha posted in Discord, so now she want to put her shit on sale. It's crazy.
Listen, it's Hoodoo Heritage Month.
Wait,
It's
hold
spooky
on.
season.
What do you mean?
Y'all better make sure,
Shit,
and this is
Kamisha
just a
just
free
posted in
tidbit,
Discord.
and this is from my video that I just recorded and it's not edited, that I got done recording at 5:25. Y'all better sit y'all rice on y'all porch, y'all bowls of salt on your nightstand, your glasses of water under your bed or on your nightstand, and get that cinnamon broom and put it upside down next to your bed. Because this is the season that the mags like to come out and play.
And Black Ivory, go ahead and log off again.
Yes, they
And if you anything like us, we got mini brooms for every exit point of our home.
They're so cute. So let's get to our first and probably only caller.
Yeah, let's at least take one caller tonight.
I got to take the first caller that was in here, like literally as soon as the show started. Bree, if you got your mic unmuted, so I'm going to add you to the stage now.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. I'm sorry, Bree. I didn't know you were in the room. I would have been took your call, honey. My bad. We over here speaking.
No, it's all good, love. No worries. It's all good.
And whoever else was in the waiting room, I promise next week we're going to get to you. We're going to prioritize calls, but we wanted to give a moment for Austin's newly initiated ancestor who just passed. So call back next week, y'all. I promise. We got y'all. But go ahead. We want to hear your story.
Funny enough, it's kind of in alignment with like Hoodoo Heritage Month and like okay, where do I start with this? I guess I could start with the topic for this would be like when your ancestors want you to know who you are, they will reveal itself. Like there, and
Mm-hmm.
especially if you are of African descent, you cannot deny your ancestors. So I've
Mm-hmm.
already been a psychic medium and stuff my whole life. I've had, gifts since I was like a little girl, runs in my family, right? But my dad is Afro Puerto Rican, and we know about his mom's side, but his dad's side was kind of like a question mark. I knew that my abuelo, my grandfather's mom, was mostly Taino, so she's mostly
Mm-hmm.
native. But the father, like my dad always said that he was like black, but he didn't know like what if he was like African or from where, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So funny enough, I want to say like 4 years ago, I had a friend who gifted me this book about Puerto Rico, and I was learning about how essentially there was a pact that Spain had made where they had offered certain, slaves from the South if they came and work on the sugarcane plantations in Puerto Rico or in the Caribbean in general, that they would be quote unquote freed, right? But we all know that there was a caste system, so whatever,
Of
whatever.
course. Right.
So some of them would drop their names or whatever, and they would integrate into whatever society it was. Like obviously in Puerto Rico, they were ruled by Spain. So I learned about that, put that in the back of my head, didn't think too much about it until I want to say, I don't know why. I think it was a couple months after that I started seeing on like my YouTube feed for some reason, like videos about the Gullah Geechee. I had never heard
Mm-hmm.
of that before. Never heard of them. So I started like watching like, videos and started learning about hoodoo and things like that. And it was just super interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't think anything of it. Again, kind of just put it in the back of my head. Well, come to find out, I want to say a couple months after that, I get an email from my 23andMe and it updates. And it says that I literally have ties to the African American diaspora, specifically in South Carolina and like the areas
Wow.
literally where the Gullah Geechee is from. Now, I
Wow.
got chills because I had, mind you, before all of this stuff happened, I had told my dad that like I took the DNA test because I wanted to have a tie, to the motherland. I wanted to figure out where we come from because we have a cultural block. And I always thought that it was really important because I'm a spiritual person that I want to tap into my ancestors and honor them correctly. And so for me to set that intention and light a candle and stuff and forget about it, and this was like a whole probably 3-year process of me even coming to find out this information. That's what I mean of like your ancestors will answer you. They said, you want to know who you are?
Mm-hmm.
Great, we'll
Here
show
you
you.
go.
So
Mm-hmm.
I
Say
just
less,
found
fam.
out like all of that information, like about all of that. And when I was able to like, find out more information about my grandfather's dad. And yeah, he had Gullah Geechee, like blood in him, which was really
Mm.
interesting. But
Wow.
he married in and took like a Portuguese last name, Berrios. So we don't know what his real name was or anything about or where he comes from. But I just thought that that was super fascinating that I was able to find like a huge question mark that nobody in my family knew, but like it just kind of stumbled upon my lap. There's so many other experiences too that I've had like with spirituality and just ancestors confirming like certain things for me and just revealing itself. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Even as recently as, I tried to do some candle work to pray for this friend that I had. And I thought it was really interesting that no matter how many times I try to light this candle would not light. All the candles
Mm-hmm.
that I lit for my other two friends lit, burned, no problem. Come to find out, I found out that this person was doing some weirdly weird, sneaky stuff behind my back, not even a week later. And I'm like, see?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, the ancestors, they are
They
they
don't
are
play.
tapped
They're not
in.
for
Nope.
play play.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, I was smoking and I don't want this stream to get cut. So
To be
let me
honest,
tell you
that's why I turned off
something.
my camera. So
Yes,
I'm
okay.
from the
Can't be
So
Bay
they
hating.
were
too.
like,
Can't be
no, it's
hating.
I was
gone.
gonna
Yes.
say I'm calling from San Francisco. So shout out to another Bay girly.
Period.
Much
Listen.
respect to you.
It's so beautiful. My best friend in the whole world, I call her my soulmate. She is she's Afro Puerto Rican, right? And we all
Hmm.
know that Puerto Rican, and I say Afro because a lot of Puerto Ricans do not like to acknowledge their black ancestry, even whenever it comes back
Yes.
on a DNA test. But it's so beautiful because you came from the most the my almost my favorite part of the black diaspora because
Hmm.
these people have managed to keep their language, their traditions, and everything up until today. They still
Hmm.
speak Tutnese. They're still very much so connected to source and where they came from. And so, girl, you powerful. You,
That's
I
what I'm
listen.
saying. So for you to say that right there, that's a testament that even if you have that one point in time lost connection, you're always going
Mhm.
to find your way back to your roots and find yourself. But going back to the
Absolutely.
Puerto Rican thing too, not everybody can actually even claim. I think like only 20% of the Puerto Rican population can really claim their Afro Puerto
Yes.
Rican roots.
Yes.
But yeah,
Why is
like
that?
that. Because like some parts of the island, like even if they do have some African blood, they generally speaking have either higher amounts of Taino or they could have higher amounts of like Spanish, for example. Like
Ah,
I've seen
okay,
Puerto
okay.
Ricans who literally look like Paris Hilton, but they speak perfect Spanish.
Perfect Spanish.
Mm.
Cameron
So
Diaz. I mean, I don't know if she's Puerto Rican, but
she's
Cameron Diaz
Cuban.
is a Latina and nobody even
Mhm.
knows
Look
it.
at
That's
George.
a little
See,
hidden fact. She looks like a white
Exactly.
girl.
And
Yes.
also just not, I mean, it just depends on people's like familial backgrounds. Like my family has always been proud of like their African roots. It was never hidden. At least my abuela, like she knew like her dad, my great grandfather came from Africa. Like he was literally taken
Yes.
from a fishing village in Kenya. So I was always taught to embrace, like my black background. So it's interesting when I meet other Latinos that are very
Mhm.
phenotypically obvious that
Yes.
don't. But it's like, you know what? To each their own. That's their own journey. I feel bad. I hope and pray that they come to the light one day, but it is what it is. For me, I think it's a dishonor and a disservice to your ancestors to deny
Woo.
that part of you because they didn't sit there
Clock
and
it.
go through all of the things that they went through for you to sit here and hide aspects of yourself, which are things that you should be proud of.
Yes. Because we see it a lot in the Cuban community as well.
Hmm.
Like the Cuban community is diabolical. My Puerto Ricans, I've never experienced any like weird energy or anything, but them Cubans, because that's usually who runs all of the Ile, which are spiritual houses here in Las Vegas when it comes to Santeria, Regla de Ocha,
Hmm.
Ishe, different things like that. And
Hmm.
when I tell you, I have walked in spiritual stores and they be looking at me like I'm out of place, but all their statues have black faces.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, ugh, I thought we was cousins, but I can honestly say I know. Like I said, I call her my soulmate, my best friend. She lives in Virginia. She is
Hmm.
Afro. She likes to say Afro Puerto Rican,
I say
and
that too. I make it
it's
very
like
distinct and I
because
make it very clear.
there's such a discourse, there's such a divide
Hmm.
between Latino countries, and
Hmm.
it's not even that because we all know Puerto Rico. Everybody but Trump knows that Puerto Rico is the United States, it's a U.S.
I just
territory.
joked to all of my friends that I was the president of Puerto Rico that he sent his way to.
Hello, come on now because he doesn't know.
Well, I
It's a
mean, can we at
he's
least get the
talking to himself
president
in
of
the
Puerto
mirror.
Rico to help us or
Well,
something?
Right.
listen,
Man, I'm
anytime you
working on it. I'm
threatening to
working
send
on it. All
Bad
right.
Bunny
But
back to his
no,
country, it's crazy.
honestly, like I think that again, there is such a huge also culture distinction, especially if you ever
Mhm.
travel to Puerto Rico. If you
I
go
have.
to the places in which there is the high amounts of like the African diaspora, it is
Yes,
just different than the rest of the island.
it
I just
is.
it is what it is. But that being said, like unless you come from very specific parts, like it's hard for you to kind of fully claim that. Like certain people will claim being like mestizo, mestiza, or some, are the ones that we're talking about where they're the I know black eyed Dominican.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
know Black Papi.
I feel
Yeah,
like
and it's
I feel
just,
like it's hard.
I've come across those and I just pray for them.
Yes.
Because I'm the exact opposite. I live my life out loud because that's what my ancestors would have wanted me to do. And especially considering I come from black and indigenous blood, I'm gonna do that to the nth degree just because I can in this
Just because
Right.
you
generation.
can. because
Mm-hmm.
you could easily be like, first of all, we was all glazing over you in the chat because baby, you're gorgeous. And then
Thank
on
you.
top of that, you could have easily been like, well, I'm just a Latina. But every
Mm-mm.
part
No,
of
she stood
you,
on business with that one.
listen, I
Facts.
No,
love
and
her
then because
down.
my stepmom, like who's been in my life since I was a year old, she's Creole, so she's black. So I was raised by a set of black
Hello.
parents. Even if I am like mixed or whatever, and my skin tone is whatever, I was raised by a set of black parents. So people could say what they want, but I've always been very well aware. I call myself step Creole.
Step
Yes,
Creole.
yes.
I call
And
myself
even
step
Ray,
Creole.
he mentioned him
Yeah.
being Creole and also a Afro Latino.
Mhm.
It just
Mhm.
comes down to whenever we get these results back, we really have to take in consideration what ancestors you might be offending by blocking them out. Even my colonizing ancestors, the ones that were kissing cousins and weirdos,
Hey
I
yo,
still
Mhm.
acknowledge
pause.
because without them, I would not be. That's
Yeah.
what people are
You
missing.
know what though? One thing that you said that really resonated with me, because I've actually been a fan of yours, Noah, for a long time, girl. You got me through the
Thank
pandemic.
you.
And I just want to let you know that, like, mad respect to
Thank
you.
you
But
so
one thing
much.
that you said in one of your videos a long time ago that has always stuck with me and it completely changed my viewpoint was you don't like it when people say I'm not my ancestors when referring to like Karens and things like that. And
Yes.
it really made me like realize, like, especially in watching your videos and reading up on my own history, like how much of an insult that actually is.
Yes, it is. It is because
Or
Cause
like
no
when
it's
she
like
matter.
got
giving
on
a
my
facade
neck.
that your ancestors ain't tough or your ancestors
Hmm.
didn't do
Listen,
shit.
no,
And it's
they.
like
I
Yeah.
our
literally. I
ancestors
made a
died for our
TikTok.
rights.
Yes,
Noah
I made a
literally got on
TikTok
my
just
neck for
like that.
4 episodes straight about me.
We
But
still get on your neck.
you.
We call Austin white just because he's in
That's what he
denial.
identifies as. But he got Azteci. Listen,
Hmm.
it runs so deep, and this is why I say it offends me when people say I am not my ancestors. You right, you
Hmm.
not, because you can never. You
You're
can even
right.
sit with them. You can even
Right.
sit with them through everything that
Hmm.
they've been through. And it's offensive to them. And this is why most people that go into spirituality run back to Christianity, Catholicism, because
Hmm.
they've insulted the very people who created them. And they like, you right. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna sip my tea. I'm gonna drink the coffee that you put out for me because you already said you're not me and you can never
Right.
be. You know,
Not even
so
just that, but people don't even know how to. First of all, I'm gonna give like some spiritual tea, and I know Noah will back me up on this. People could sit here and ask for things all goddamn day long, but what are you doing for your ancestors? Are you
how
leaving out offerings? Are you thanking
how
them? Are you being grateful for the basic
are
things
you
that you
praying
have?
for them
You know what
instead
I'm
of
saying?
asking them for
Like,
anything?
exactly. Thank you.
You know, it
I think
comes
people
down
forget
to they
that
don't
during
know
this
what the hell
month.
they doing. People got
Yeah.
more. It's more people out here that just got ancestor altars for the aesthetic part. When not all of us
Hmm.
are even called to have ancestor altars. Not all of us need ancestor altars. We are the altar. We
Also,
are our
what
ancestors.
ancestors are you praying to? Because some people who are of mixed ethnicity, you know what I'm getting to. I'm just saying you need to
Hello.
be a little bit more clear about which ones you guys are calling upon. Because
Right.
if they weren't great people in life, you
Yep.
really want to take advice from them in the afterlife? I'm just saying.
Listen, I'm so gully with it. Whenever it comes down to it, my great grandfather, he was a white man. His name was David Calvin Jenkins, and he married my very black, not white presenting, dark skinned black great grandmother, and they had a
Back in the
bunch of
early
kids.
days.
Like back
Mhm.
in it was the early 1800s. I have my whole ancestry for hundreds of years, and I won't
Mhm.
even put him on my ancestor altar because I know he's not a bad guy, but what am I inviting with him? See what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You cannot,
Mhm.
and even whenever I start off my readings, anybody in the chat that's ever had a reading with me, I always say, calling all of my ancestors that love me, walk with me, and want to see me at my highest self. Highest
Those that
self
are of
that love
love,
me.
light, positivity, and have my
Yes.
best interest at heart. That's what I always say
Period.
before,
Yep.
because
Because
that's what we
baby,
not gonna do.
you cannot just roll up in here. The last time I invited all my ancestors, I got robbed. I
Hmm.
What?
literally got robbed.
No, listen.
Hmm. No, and then the other thing is too is like if you are a person who does work with like even the orishas and stuff like that, like I think there's a lot of people who are new to that and they think that like they're praying to certain orishas because they think it's like light, airy, and fairy, but don't
Mhm.
understand. Like, for example, we all know Oshun, she's always associated with like sensuality and
Yes,
honey and the whole
yes.
thing. People don't know that that woman is worth some wrath. She taught those gods that, oh,
Come
okay, you guys don't
on.
need my femininity, but
Come
I'm gonna take it
on.
away
Preach,
until you
sister.
come and you come correct. And the same thing
Amen.
with her mama. We're gonna get into Yomo Yamami Wata. People think it's just all mermaids and beauty.
And
No,
just beauty. No.
no,
And this is
Everything is
why
not Coachella.
hell, it's they think it's
never
Coachella and
gave.
then you end up in Hades. Because at
Fire
the end of the
Festival.
day, people don't understand. And this is why I be like, don't play with Orisha, don't play with spirit. Do not do this because they're not
Hmm.
deities, they're not goddesses and gods, they're spirits. These people walk the earth. The Loa walked the earth, and it was crazy as hell in human form.
Yeah.
They was missing a few screws, respectfully, of course.
No,
And
listen,
a
they got
lot of
from the
people
Caribbean. You preach it. I know. I can tell you
listen. I'll
stories.
be like, what do you mean you got an Oshun house? What do you mean that you have an altar for a deity that you are not initiated and not crowned for? These Orishas will turn your
Hmm.
ass everybody but loose, and they think Oshun is the safest thing. Hell no. If you really
No,
know
they
Sadaki,
go off the beauty, they go off the
No,
aesthetic. Like
just
no,
like
the
I
people,
hate
aesthetic
that
of her
baby.
is
people
beautiful,
worship for
but
trends. Like people do it
Gorgeous.
because
And
it's
we
trendy.
love her story down because that's my head is Oshun. But I don't, you know what I mean? I do my
yeah.
research and due diligence with that. But it's like along the lines of people not even knowing the difference between Palo Santo and sage.
Hello.
Mm.
Hello. You think that
I've
this
had, oh
deity
my
is going to give
God.
you everything you want, the
Hmm.
prosperity, the beauty, the sensuality, the fertility, the abundance. But you don't
Hmm.
know her story of how she got there. You don't know that she had to sacrifice her body. You don't know that she had
Hmm.
to sacrifice her spirit. That lady literally flew up to the moon to give birth by herself. You
Hmm.
cannot sit up here and play in Arisha's face and think that, oh, I'm going to prosper because Oshun says so.
Hmm.
She has a very, first of all, sad story, and she has a very violent side to her. She will fuck you up. There's no ifs,
Hmm.
ands, or buts. So
Most of them
whenever I
will
Yeah.
see
though.
people
Most of
playing with
them will.
Orisha, I'm like, you talking about you the daughter of Oya? You know that Oya is the keeper of the dead. Are you ready to go to
Hmm.
that cemetery?
And they're like, but look at this outfit that I have inspired by them, though, Noah.
They're crazy. This is exactly the.
Yeah.
He's
But the other
he's a
thing is
white
too
boy
is
from
that
Nevada.
even
You know.
yeah, I was gonna say even if you do work with these beings and stuff too, even going back to the original thing too of just working with your ancestors, I think the other thing is that people think that this is like a get rich quick scheme. So this is my other question is too to people, right? When something does happen to come into fruition that you have been manifesting, what do? Do you just forget? Is that it? Like you
Yes,
just got it?
they
Or do you
do.
sit there and do you actually like take the time to thank your ancestors and thank God and whatever it is that you
Thanks.
pray to?
They don't give
Or do
thanks.
you actually
No.
expressing real and honest gratitude after you get it? And then you sit there and you wonder why every single time you ask for certain things, things don't come in, or it takes a long time to come in, or it seems like you got to work extra hard for things to come in. I wonder why.
But
Hello, or that you
people
may
don't
get the money,
realize.
but you're getting it at the expense of life insurance policies
I'm
or
gonna set
something
up right
that
off
really
this.
is detrimental to you, or you get the money and you don't keep it.
Hmm.
Hello, the call is coming from inside the house because how you ask your ancestors. First of all, people need to understand the universe, your ancestors, Orisha, Loa, any spirit. The source is not your hoe, and you ain't a pimp. You cannot sit up
Hmm.
here and pimp out your spiritual team and then think that they're going to continue to give you blessings. I
No,
wouldn't.
you
Let's talk
got to
about this on
prove
a human
yourself.
plane. That's like
Yeah.
if she asked me, "Hey Noah, I want $100. Give me $100. Don't even ask. Give me $100." And I'm like, you know what? You talking kind of slick and greasy, but you my folks. I'm gonna give you this $100. And then she take the $100, snatch it out of my hand, and don't even say thank you. Don't pray that I continue to prosper. Don't do nothing. Do you think that I'm gonna give her another $100?
Right.
Hello? Can't do
Right.
that. You can't do that.
Hmm.
And people play in the spiritual realm, they play uninitiated. They play just bare assed. And it don't get them
Air
nowhere.
backed.
Bare backed, no
Bareback,
lube,
raw,
raw
rough,
at that. Just
taste.
putting yourself at all kind of spiritual diseases. And then you think, oh, why do I got spiritual gonorrhea? Because you play in spirit face.
Yeah, I do not think that it's like even okay. I like to put it in terms of like this with people, right? Think about if you've ever been in a management position. You always learn it's not about what you say; it's how you say it. Correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
You need to do the same thing with spirit. It's not about what you want, it's how you're asking for it. Are you actually asking from a place of genuine like gratitude, like I swear to God you're going to change? Not just like when you're throwing up on the toilet and you're like, God, I swear to God I'll never drink again if you just let me. I mean like for real. Like are you actually
They're
going to put
not. They're
in the
not,
work?
sister. I can
No.
assure you, and this is why so many spiritualists get their ass tapped by spirit, whatever spirit it may be. It could be the source, it could be the ancestors, it could be actual spirits. And then they run back to Christianity, tucking their tails whenever really, first of all, hoodoo it was Christianity and hoodoo go together real bad. Okay?
A
It
lot
is
of
the
things in
same shit.
spirituality, aspects of religion and spirituality go together real bad, but people like to
The
demonize
yes,
one and uplift the other because
yes.
I listen, there's no difference of me having an altar with candles and you go to the church and they got an altar with candles. It's no difference of us burning incense and the Pope is burning some incense. I just want people to be aware of
It's like
also
the
where the
intention
root.
behind it, right?
It is
Right.
highly indoctrinated. Okay,
And I
so
tell people
hoodoo
all the
is
time,
always been in the
it's how you
church.
practice. It's who you are
Yes,
as a person. If you're gonna be a good person, then you're gonna practice usually good stuff or white magic, whatever the hell you want to call it. There's a lot of different terms, but like same thing in religion. Same way that people are religious and they can be actually really good person, genuinely help out their community. We all know that there's also people who hide behind religion for evil acts and things too. So there's no difference.
yes. It's duality, and that's what I think people miss because just like hoodoo is rooted, deeply rooted into Christianity, voodoo is highly, very much so indoctrinated in Catholicism. So is Santeria, so is a lot of different Cuban Afro diasporic practices. So what I need people to understand is that you can't run around just it's all on a balanced system. It's all on a balance. Everything that
The
you put
same
out
way
is what you
everything is
get it.
checks and balances in the government, it's the
Yes.
same thing in the
Yes.
afterlife.
Yes. That's
Yeah, but you
and
have to
that's
like
what it
probably
is.
actually check some, unlike the government.
Listen, I
Well,
wish it
yeah,
was.
I just use
Listen, every
that as
time I
an
did get a big
analogy.
good, I wish I would have got a check for it because baby, I'd be rich. But
You
instead I
know,
asked
I'm
for.
ruled by like I'm ruled by Saturn, so trust and believe. I feel you on a cellular
Hmm.
level because I
Yep.
I have to be a good human being, or I'm gonna be punished for 40 days and 40 nights spiritually.
Yes.
My
Yeah,
ancestors don't
and
play that.
and and it be like that sometimes, but people don't realize that it's checks and balances. And depending on what moon phase you was born in, where the sun was at, your astrology chart, your houses, you will get jacked up playing in
And
spirit
do
space. I've witnessed it. I got my ass whooped several
yeah.
times.
Listen, I'm an
So it's
Aquarius. I got Aquarius through and through. And that's why I tell people all the time just be careful how you treat me because how you treat me is what's going to happen to you. I've seen karma play out instantly for people. And it's so
hello.
funny too cuz the I've had a repeated pattern that has come up a lot for me recently in the past couple of years where it's like I will call somebody out that it seems like everybody likes, and they will call me delusional. They think I'm doing
Mhm.
too much, I'm being paranoid, and then everyone doesn't like me. And then come to find out that person ends up being a horrible human being. And then everyone wants to come back and say I'm right. No, 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 no. Remember
Yeah,
when you called
don't
me
nobody got
delusional and
time for that
paranoid?
shit. I was right the
Nah.
first time.
It's happened literally time and time and time again. And at this point, I just sit back and I laugh because I'm like, hey, when you know that you're protected by spirit, if you know that you see things for what they are, you don't have to do too much. I just sit back and it is what it is. But if I had a dollar for every single time as a spiritual person who's psychic, I've been called delusional or paranoid, but ended up being right, girl, I would be a million billionaire
Listen,
at this point.
we
Shoot.
all shoulda, coulda, woulda, might. We should have just.
Bree.
That's how it be. But
Hey, Noah.
I wanted
yes,
to say one quick thing. Like, I wanted to say condolences about like your grandma was, like listening, like with that. And
Thank you.
I am, if you feel comfortable, I was gonna say I am psychic, and I do just want to say that like she was very, very much, I feel like at peace and is in a really, really good energetic place right now. And I can tell you that she's going to definitely be an almost like angel guide for you. And so if I know it's hard when you deal with the transition because people physically aren't here anymore, but continue to talk to her as if she is, because she can hear everything that you're saying, and you would be very surprised how she will present herself in your life moving forward. And I just wanted to leave with that.
Well, thank you. I
Listen,
appreciate you saying
girl,
that.
email me because I promise
I
you a
got
lot of the
you.
things that we be telling. Okay, so it's so crazy because
Ma'am,
whenever he was
ma'am,
telling the
ma'am.
story, I stay
He has an
quiet because a lot
assignment
of
that
we.
is due in 40 minutes. I keep on trying to talk
I'm
over
so
you.
No,
sorry.
it's
Okay,
okay.
no.
You
Go
don't
ahead,
see
go
this
ahead.
man
But I'm
standing
gonna leave
up.
you with this. I was going
Standing
to
up,
text
standing up.
him. I was gonna text him after this live stream because y'all know I'm a channeler. I'm not psychic,
Hmm.
but I channel. And I was going to say something very, very similar to what she just
Mm-hmm.
said. And
Hmm.
this is two different people, but I know you got that
I
assignment
got
due, so
some.
I'm gonna
No, I was
let
gonna
you
say
go
I got something for you too, Noah. We could go reading for reading, but like I have some stuff that I
bar for
picked up for you
bar.
too.
Band for
No, on
band,
God,
spiritual
Damn.
edition,
we
baby.
could go band for band.
Yes, come
George and I were
on.
singing that
And for
song
Let's
you.
go.
earlier.
Please email me
Let's go
because I
band for
Oh,
got
band
I
something
got
in the
closing.
you.
works. Let's just say it starts with tarot and the last thing is tea, and I need guests, and I loved your energy.
Well,
Email
y'all,
me,
Of
next
please.
week
course.
it's next
Please,
week it's
of
gonna be
course. I
Bree and
got you.
Bree.
I'll email you
Bree
right
and
Call
after
from
this.
Bree.
And thank
beyond.
you guys so much for even having me on here. It was, like I
Well, no,
said,
thank
a
you.
Thank you
blessing.
for
I don't
yeah.
even think
And
she heard
also,
that, but Bree,
yeah.
I'm a Bree too, so we gonna have to link, okay?
Oh, come
We
on
gonna have
now.
to
You already
link.
know. You already know.
I loved your
We on
energy,
it.
love. Email me so
Thank
Austin can get
you.
his assignment because you know he a schoolboy and shit. But email
Yes. No, I
me,
got you.
And they
please.
gave me an extension too because of the weekend. It
Hey,
was due Sunday,
and
and
if
I was
you
like,
want me
hey,
to tap more into your grandmother like later, because I personally don't feel comfortable tapping in when people just transition. It's just like a Native American rule I follow. But
Yes,
right.
me.
like if
Which
you
she
would,
was very
down
much
the
so.
line.
She was very much so. She tried very hard to find our Native American lineage. I kept telling her it's because we're Mexican, and she's like, no, no, no. And I was like, well, Grandma, that makes people in Mexico were Native Americans, and she was like, no, 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 no. She might have been a little bit on the right side of political spectrum, but she meant well.
No,
Yeah.
I listen. I read people too. So as soon as I looked at you, you have a lot of deep indigenous roots, which is what I know the other breed,
Been
Miss
telling
Noah
this
said.
man he
So
don't listen to
I'm just
shit I
telling you,
say. Maybe
you
it's
need
another
to
Bree
tap
tell
in.
you.
Right.
Is your
But I
family,
did.
sorry to ask, is your
Yes.
family, is your grandmother's side from like the central part of Mexico, or like central, but like
So
kind of,
okay.
I'm
So here's
seeing
the
towards
fun
like the
part.
Gulf?
Here's the fun part. My grandmother's side of the family, her side, I think is they were Llewellyn, so they're European. My grandfather, biological grandfather, is from Mexico, but he left when my dad was 2. So I
Hmm.
haven't even seen a picture of this man. There's one apparently floating around at my grandma's house that I'm gonna try to find at some point. But yeah, I mean, I haven't even
Because
seen a photo of him.
the word Jalisco is screaming at me as I'm like talking to you. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe you've like looked into that, but maybe it could be an
I'm looking
area
into it
close
right
to
now.
Jalisco. But there's
Mexican state.
something. Yeah, I keep seeing like they're showing me a map and it's looking like it's close to like the central part of Mexico, and I almost want to say close to like the Gulf.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
telling
looking at it
you.
right now. It's on the Gulf and it kind of goes inward.
That's where I
Yep.
think your family is from. I swear to God, I'll put money
Near
on the table.
that's
I'm
where
pretty
Puerto
good at
Vallarta
this.
is.
Yeah.
Crazy.
There,
I
I
love
feel like
PV.
I'm picking up very, very strong vibes from there specifically for you. Are
I've
you
literally
Irish?
Bree, me and him have had this.
On my mom's
When
side,
I
yeah.
first met Austin, I thought he was just a Mexican dude, right? And he's
She
like,
Hmm.
I'm
profiled the
white. And
shit
I'm
out of me.
like,
You
no,
hear
the
that?
fuck you're not. You're not white.
She profiled
Absolutely
me.
not. You have something else. And he's like, well, he explains it's kind of ancestry. And I'm like,
Hmm.
stop just saying that you're Caucasian because your people, indigenous Mexican people, Native American people,
No,
they're
your
all really
ancestors
one
are
and the same.
strong.
They're
Well,
strong as
I don't know
hell
if you
behind you.
heard Newbury. I'm only saying Newbury. I know you've been a listener, but
It's
I don't know
okay.
if you heard about the time I had something follow me from the Pioneer, and I was having really bad sleep, and basically I kept having this nightmare where this entity would follow me, and every time I turn around, it would like zoom into its eyes.
Do
It was
you have
bright
an
yellow.
antique in the corner of your room? I'm sorry to cut you off.
In here,
No, in your home, do you have an antique? Like,
Mm,
I'm almost seeing like an antique light or something on like a bedside table, something in like a
no, on my
corner or
bedside
something.
no, it's all. I have a lot of like antique like cameras and stuff. Like this one, right next to me is antique, but those weren't passed down.
Mhm.
No, I don't have like.
It could be one of those, but I do feel like be careful with that because there could be attachments to certain items, and I do feel like the sleep things. It's
Mhm.
not due to anything that you
Well,
personally did. It's attached to an item more so that I've picked
Well,
up
so
than
the
anything.
the sleep thing happened a while ago, and it got better immediately. And let me tell you how I fixed it,
Hmm.
or at least how the process went was. I had something that kept following me, and every time I would turn around in the dream, I would see these bright yellow eyes. Like it would zoom in, like almost like a video game, just like focusing on something. I would wake up, and this was all in the course of one night. I'd wake up, and then I'd be restless, and then I'd go try to go back to sleep. It'd be a different dream, but the entity would be there again. I was like, okay. So I'd wake up again, and this happened 3 or 4 times. Then eventually I go to sleep, and I'm in like almost what looks like, I don't want to call it a purgatory, but it's just like it's like a circle with like a wall of like energy around it, but it's dark.
Hmm.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at the entity, and there's a gentleman to the right of me, and he just and I'm looking at him, and like there's some familiarity, but I've never seen him before. You
Hmm.
like, do you understand? Like, kind of like
No, no, I
something
get
about him
it.
feels familiar, but I've never seen this man before in my life.
Hmm.
So he looks at me and he goes, "It's not going to leave unless you tell it right now that it needs to leave." And I was like,
Hmm.
"Okay." So I look at this entity and I tell it firmly. I said, "You are not allowed to be here. You need to leave." And sure enough, I woke up from the dream as if I woke up from all those bad dreams. Went back to
Hmm.
sleep. Most restful night of sleep I ever had going forward the rest of that night.
Hmm.
And
I only bring
see,
up the dream thing because you're very I feel like I pick up on one of your psychic you're extremely claircognate. Like I don't know if you have even like creative ideas that come to you in your dreams. Maybe you dream sometimes of like music, people will come visit you in like your dreams. I just feel like with the dream thing, when you do, if you were to experience a psychic attack, it is through your dreams. And so that's why I just say be careful with antiques and things moving forward because I do feel like could be a
yeah.
potential of something that could happen to you. I don't know why I picked that up. I
No,
also
you know why you picked that up is because, and I know you got to go, Austin, because whenever we did our ghost hunt, the box was going off at what's his name? My homeboy. I
Brian.
forgot. Huh?
mm,
Brian.
Brian. Yeah.
I was gonna call him Ryan, but I know his name is Brian. It was going off at Brian's box, and he had a bunch of antique Elvis shit that came out of Las Vegas, and we all know how much of a portal
okay.
Las Vegas is.
Yeah, but this
No,
is
that's
that was a
that could
while ago.
be.
This was over two
No,
years
but you
ago.
work around antiques for real, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. Oh, I
You
went
work
to
in
an
an
antique
antique
mall.
building.
I went to this one isn't an antique, but Pioneer, yes. And I'll be there again this weekend. Goodscreams.com, get your tickets. But no, I mean, like I was at an antique mall all day Saturday. So like we get like that's where, I got this camera as a gift.
Hmm.
But I collect 35 millimeter cameras, so I have a whole slew of them.
Hmm.
But we went there because we were like, well, Vanessa's like, sorry, you couldn't actually celebrate your birthday. So maybe we'll go do what you want to do today. And so that's where we went. So I was in an antique mall, which was borderline swap meet. But
I
that's
just
interesting
pick
though.
up that the like moral of that is like with your dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going back to what the person told you when you are about to enter into some of these places where there could be antiques or you're going to these places where you feel like there could be energy, I think that's a message that spirit wants you to start doing is maybe you should say something before you enter into these places and when you leave just for a
Okay.
little added spiritual
Walk out
protection.
backwards. I do that
Yeah.
in every goodwill that I go into. Walk out backwards
Hmm.
because the spirit is lit. Like you can't see it, but it can see you, and it literally is like a threat. Like I see you. Come
Right.
follow
Are
me
you
out this
dealing with
place.
anxiety?
I have my entire life.
Yeah, because my heart is racing. I'm having heart palpitations when I'm tapping into your energy. My stomach almost feels sick. Like I don't know if that's something that maybe you need to like talk to somebody about, or
I could
maybe
go to
it's been
therapy.
ramping. I don't know if like well, it could be because of your grandmother, but there is something where like just be careful how that manifests because I just feel like stomach issues like you might have
Mm.
an upset stomach, stomach flu, something like that because you need to get those emotions out. they're sitting in your body, and I can feel it. I have like sweaty hands right now too, out of nowhere.
Whoa, that's crazy because my hands are a little clammy.
Yeah. So
You know,
I say all that to say
Stop scaring me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
you're
kidding.
doing great, sweetie. And thank you guys so much for having me. I'm sorry I don't want to take up too much of your
Thank you
time,
so
but I
How am I
love
much.
supposed to
hearing
end the
you.
call on
Please
that?
email me. I would love to have
Nothing.
you. It's a lot of y'all in this chat that I need y'all to email me. Ray, yo ass finna go ahead and email me, brother, because Tarot and T is coming, and it's not
gonna tell them
about
your email?
it's my screen name because I have a lot of voice memos from the voicemail, but somebody sent it a lot, like an hour's worth, and we just need to, yeah, y'all email me, please,
I got you.
please. Thank you, sister.
Of
I
course.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you
I
so much for
appreciate
calling
you
in, though.
guys. Thank you
Of
guys so much for
course.
having me. I appreciate you. I hope everyone who's in here has a wonderful night and a blessed
You
night and
You
happy
too.
as
Hulu
well.
Heritage Month.
Thank
Yes.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
All right, George is itching to go band for band. He wants me to read a scripture, which I found one because this Bible, this little one, has like
Don't
God's
you
help in
got
crisis.
homework to do, sir? You
Yeah,
know
I'm like
that.
halfway done with it. Okay, it's okay. So the thing is it's, I got a scene. So my degree is digital cinematography, so it's all about filmmaking. The homework, George actually helped me with it for a little bit, is I had to do voiceovers and stuff, and then add it to this movie scene, and then add the audio. That's basically it. But so George really wants to fucking go band for some reason.
Damn, bro, you want one about death right off
I
rip?
got one about death too.
He
No
said,
way.
he-
No way.
Hey,
Let's go
Austin
band for
said,
band on death,
Austin
yeah?
said, bring it out my head.
Yeah, for real. I was like,
Got 'em.
All right, all right,
what
all
are
right.
you doing?
Here we go.
All right, go first, George.
Death, the end of sense perception, of being controlled by our emotions, of mental activity, of enslavement to our bodies. Banned.
All right, this one is obviously way more spiritual and holy, because this is coming from a New Testament and Psalms and Proverbs. So this is John 11:25. Said, Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. And everyone who lives and believes in me shall never die. Wow.
Banned.
Like Noah. You gotta do it like Noah.
Listen,
All right,
clock
that was
it.
banned.
Cause I'm over here in the book of Psalms.
Okay.
Literally, the book of Psalms. So y'all go ahead. Tell me what next verse we doing.
No, you're
No,
next.
no,
You
you're
got
next.
the next
Just
band.
band for band. We did one about death.
Oh, you did one about death. Let's just open it up.
Mr. Fresh, you're gonna open up like the podcast interview about like,
Okay, this
because I
one
know
is
Mr. Fresh is
whenever
an expert at the podcast interviews.
Sorry. Okay. Listen, I'll do Mr. Fresh for you. This is whenever you have enemies that plague you. Okay? We're gonna go Psalm 75. Unto thee, O God, do we give thanks. Unto thee do we give thanks, for thy name is near, thy wondrous works declare. When I shall receive congregation, I will judge uprightly. So that means whenever I come, you better hide your wives, hide your kids. Cause baby, ain't nobody getting out of this. That's exactly what it means.
Next time y'all do this, I need Noah to read out the Sefer.
I know, cause this one,
That's
even
it.
though
Hey,
I love
the
this
Sefer,
book,
the Sefer, you ain't
the
got to say
Sefer
bitch
break it
afterwards.
down like, bitch, you in trouble.
No, the
You
Sefer
better
tell
pray.
you.
That's
listen,
exactly right.
No, listen, the Sefer worse than the Bible. The Sefer tell you like, hey, if he sleeps with your wife, you will take 12 of his goats. You're like, wait, what?
Oh no! Oh no!
You know what?
Yeah, hey, Mr. Fresh, you gotta add a
with God's
bitch
word.
at the end of that.
Little bitch. No, you gotta say,
And then
you gotta say,
the
little
worst
bitch.
part is Psalm.
Oh,
Y'all
no.
ever read Psalm 7 or no?
Yeah, I mean, you guys
Psalm
can add
75
an FN to the end.
is
I
real
can't add
bad.
that, but y'all
I
can
want
add an FN.
Y'all have to read Psalms 109. 109 is diabolical.
Well, I have it. It's in Psalms and Proverbs.
Yes. And then Psalms
You said
75 verse 2 says, when I shall receive the congregation, I will judge uprightly.
Wait,
Bitch.
what Psalms did you
Come
say?
on
Wait,
now.
what Psalm did you say?
Psalms 109. Go to Psalms 109. I promise. This is I got this off TikTok shop. I just made a video about it earlier. But this is diabolical because really this is a hoodoo spiritual book.
Be
even
not
though
silent, O God of my praise, for wicked and deceitful mouths are opened against me, speaking against me with lying tongues. They encircle me with words of hate and attack me without cause. In return for my love, they accuse me, but I give myself to prayer. So they reward me evil for good and hatred for my love. Appoint a wicked man against him. Let an accuser stand at his right hand. When he is tried, let him come forth guilty. Let his prayer be counted as sin. Sorry, I had to add that.
No, you didn't get to. You didn't.
Oh, I had to keep going?
Continue.
May his may his days be few. May another take his office. May his children be fatherless and his wife a widow. Damn. May his children wander about and beg, seeking food far from the ruins they inhabit. May the creditor seize all that he has. May strangers plunder the fruits of his toil. Let there be none to extend kindness to him, nor any to pity his fatherless children. This is real dark. May his posterity be cut off. May his name be blotted out in the second generation. May the iniquity of his fathers be remembered before the Lord, and let not the sin of his mother be blotted out.
Ma'am, who are you hexing?
Who did you just have me do your dirty work for?
You know what?
Who are you hexing? Because that sounds like it comes from a black candle.
Yeah. Let's just
She's gonna text me.
Crossroads with that one.
Noah's gonna text me a picture of some random person and be like, "Thank you for doing the Lord's work."
I'm finna send you a picture with a bitch with a tail. I need somebody a possum tonight. Thank you, Austin.
I got one. Y'all ready?
Yes, Mr. Fresh. Lead us off, Mr. Fresh. Lead us off.
All right. Shout out to my brother Ray. I'm gonna read what he wrote. So I hope he put the scripture.
Oh, Psalm 32, 37, 23 through 24.
Please.
He said, "Thou cheeks shall clappest the loudest."
No,
you know what?
I'm
No,
not
it says
Bible.com.
It says
I'm looking at the Psalms that he put.
Oh, that's not even the one I was gonna read. Hold on, wait, let's skip.
Child, his is diabolical.
Hold on, I'm looking at it now.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. The Lord is nigh until them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such. I'm sorry, I got no glasses on today, man. Such as be of a contrite spirit. Many of the affections are of those of the righteous. Listen, man, the Bible get tongue tied a little bit.
You're at it because he said Psalm 37, 23. I'm at Psalm 37. It's different for me.
Okay.
Yes, because you're reading a different version.
I think this is Psalm 34, 18 and 19.
May we all bow in prayer.
But it says
to end this call. No, I'm just kidding.
Many are the affections of righteous, but him out of all of them.
No, I got you. Let's
lead us off.
I'm sorry.
Nah, because you reading probably out the King James version. That shit is.
I don't know. I'm reading what he typed in the chat. I'm not reading the real verse.
Oh, hold on, because I've used that in. I ain't gonna say it too loud, but I've used that one before. 23 verse through 24 is diabolical. It's just as bad as the one we just read. So
the way you
let me go ahead and pull it up. So 37 verses. So verse 37, 23 to 24. It says, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in his way. Though he fall, he shall not utterly cast down. For the Lord upholds him with his hand." Meaning, you better pray to that source to get what you need done.
All I'm going to say is, Black Ivory, go ahead and log off. She said, "May your toenails be brown and your weed be oregano."
Hello?
What a way to wrap up the show.
Every left shoe be missing.
Go check out all of Noah's new videos.
Batteries die.
She be putting in that motherfucking work. I just had a video do about 6,000 views all of a sudden, so go check that out over on Truly Bizarre. Hey, Mr. Fresh, where are we sending them?
Yeah, going on.
Listen. You say it every week, sir. You say it every week. So
I know. Mr. Fresh, I'm gonna need you to text me because I get so I'm like Brie. I get so I'm a Thailand All-American. Okay, am I?
Well, obviously you had a birthday and you had some other things going on this week, so we gonna give you the space to live. However, we gotta get together, sir. Like, yes. When's our next episode? We gotta create our own channel. Like, what we doing? We gotta get the ball rolling, man.
I agree.
I need to do shit because I can't. I can't. I'm not a dude. Even though I say I'm a hard ass ninja,
You
I
a
don't know
hard
what y'all be
ass
Oh,
FN?
shit.
I'm a YN for real.
Well, no,
I'm
FN.
No,
I
she's
can't
not
say
an
that.
FN. She's not an FN.
No, I'm not saying she is, but that's what you could start saying at the end of your things.
Oh no, she's just a YN.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
like next week, I'm gonna have her wear the ski mask.
The shiesty.
the shiesty.
Shiesty.
Yep.
That's not a shiesty. That's a ski mask. We've been wearing
Should we-
ski bops since
should
way
we be-
before Pooh shiesty.
Okay. Group costume idea. We just be YN spiritualists. We all just come in wearing ski masks.
And spin the word.
Facts, bro.
Okay.
I'll spin. Hey, I could get behind
Spin
that.
the block on
Look,
the
I got the
pod,
black
bro.
Air Forces right now. What's happening?
Instead of guns, we just throw up psalms at them. Hey, yo.
Psalms 191, nigga. Psalms 109, nigga. What you mean?
Put that shit in the bag.
Yeah, as I walk through the valley of shadow.
Before I
death,
blow your
yeah,
shit smooth
yeah.
off, y'all.
No, but
Look at my life.
listen.
Real.
I love y'all down so bad. Since he don't want to tell y'all what he working on, which is dude shit. Wait, wrong side. Dude shit. I'm gonna tell you now. I am
And a
working
kitty.
on content for y'all. Again, all of my products on my metaphysical / conjure shop is 20% off. My readings right now are 25% off if you use the promo code at checkout. HHM Hoodoo Heritage Month 25. Okay, HHM 25. Additionally, we are in the last stages of conjuring up Tarot and T because Tarot and T intimidates me. All right, I'm still going
And
live
that's
on
the tea.
TikTok. And I just been working for y'all. I appreciate y'all. Happy Hoodoo Heritage Month. Happy spooky season. And I'll see y'all in my videos.
And if y'all not following her on TikTok, let's make that push. We need 4,000 to get her to that 400,000.
No, yes. I'm almost at 400,000 on TikTok. Y'all go ahead and follow me, please.
Go ahead and follow me on TikTok, too. I'm 20,000 away from 100K.
Yes, please.
Follow me on
Ray.
TikTok. I got 6 people.
Hey, let's go, Mr. Can we get him to 10 tonight?
Ray, Bree, y'all make sure y'all email me as well as
Bree,
text
email me too.
Please. The
Bree,
Black
email me
Cauldron
too.
without an A at gmail.com. My username at gmail.com. I already got a text message from Bree.
Bree, text me or email me too. It's just the trulybizarre at gmail.com.
Yeah, Chef Kenny, you as well. If you serious about letting me borrow one of your kidneys. I'll
Yo,
be the
Chef
back on
Kenny, I'm gonna
Tuesday.
need one of them cakes you posted in the food chat yesterday. All right, I'm gonna need one of them. But all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Stay safe out there. Have a great continued start of Hoodoo Heritage Month, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Later.